welcome back to Farming Simulator 15 Gold Edition with me, Blue Star. How are you guys doing today? As y'all can see, as I promised last time when I left off with episode 2, that I would go ahead and, speed up time throughout the night, get these crops fully grown, that way we can come back and go ahead and get started. One thing I want to do this time, let me go ahead and unfold the cultivator here, is because this field here has this angle in it, is I'm going to actually activate Courseplay here, and we'll let Courseplay run the route for us. Now, one thing that I've learned is normally when you're doing Courseplay on this, excuse me, this edging route, it helps to make a double trip. So I never run it, full working with this little calculator button here. If you click on it, it defaults the width of the grain head there on the front of the tractor, or the combine, I mean. So I reduced it down a little bit, 6.5. Let it detect. Field 14 is the one we want. Starting corner should be in the southwest corner within our mini map, and we want to go north that direction. And I want to put a headland on it. Actually, I'm going to do 2 of them, because the other thing I want to do after I start that, as you can see, it does not want to start in this corner. It wants to start over here. Is I'm going to go over here into the tractor where it says lane offset. I'm going to push it over about 5 meters here. And the reason why is I found that Courseplay, when it goes through these corners here, it doesn't like to actually get all the way into the corner, by way around the corner. So it's just something I found out. So I'm testing that along with you guys here on the camera. So let's start at the first waypoint, tell it to drive course. Go ahead and press the V, tell it to go ahead and start harvesting. Won't hurt nothing. And if my calculations work right, he should get like 99% of the corner here, which he gets the whole thing. So as you can see how he rounds the corner there, he misses that edge. That's just something I figured out, dealing with Courseplay. It doesn't do best in corners with the headland. So we'll go ahead and let him continue his little path. We'll get the trailer out, and we can actually program a route for him also. Let's see here. Normally I try to, if I can, make one route for multiple fields. With all these trees and telephone poles through here, I'm not seeing a good place to put field 14 and field 19 on the same route. So we'll go ahead and set 14 up on its own. Actually, I'll cheat a little bit. I'll come over here. Run off the main road. Hopefully that way if we ever have to put another route right beside it, it's no big deal. We're going to be doing a combine, empty combine and offload. Should be no previous routes, there's not. I'm going to reduce the max cruise control down. Something I like to do is set it, set the max speed. That way when I'm doing turn corners, I can just tell it to, good cruise control. If I want max speed, I can just, push the throttle. There he is, and he's fixing it ready to start his second pass. We'll be back to that in a minute. So start recording course, take off driving here. First egg or second egg. Okay, now we can do our turns. Come through right here. Right through here. Now this being our gas pump, if I come close enough to it, I'll set off the fuel trigger up and over the route. There we go, make the swing around. Turn back on the road here. I'll actually follow the road a little bit better this time. Come out through here. Yeah, I'll probably send that great big swath right there that he just missed. That I actually kind of expected that. And I'll actually pull him back down here. I don't see this as the main roadway, so I'll stop him about here. Stopping. I'm going to save this and say field 14 to silos. I want the apostrophe. Okay, so field 14 to silo. That works. Save that. Now, because I did not put him in the field, I actually need to assign him to watch the combine itself. Tell him drive course. There he goes. I want to change some of these offsets here. 50% is good enough. Drive on at 90%. 50% is when he'll go try to unload the combine. 90% is when he'll go drive it to the silo when the trailer reaches 90% full. That's the combine he's watching. Speed. 14 mile an hour when he's on the field. 6 mile an hour in the turns. This right here is active this pathfinding. This is if you have the wither effect on, you know, where you can destroy your crops if you drive across it. You can activate that, that way the tractor will do its best to stay out of there. I'm going to actually deactivate that because I don't have it, and then he'll keep the combine empty no matter what. Now, something I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stop the driver here, because this edge got messier. I'm actually going to reset the course itself real quick. Again, field 14. This time I'm going to drop it to 1. I'm going to turn off the offset. Oops, I forgot to plot the route. Now again, I'm telling him drive the course. And this time, because he's going to drive the original route without the offset, he should clean up that corner. He's still being messy with it, so it's not the best. Ah, he's having a problem. Okay, stop driver, change him to nearest here in a minute. I'll just clean the corner myself real quick. Unfortunately, course play has never been the best, doing the headland route right there perfectly, and I guess with that 45-degree angle it definitely has problems. Now if you ever notice your tractor's in the way or something like that, there's a couple of different tricks you can do. Right here on the combine itself is I could actually tell him to go home, stop him, or anything else, and actually I'm just going to go ahead and say send him home, get him out of the way. Now what sending home does is immediately launches him on that route we just programmed. He should run over, offload it, and come back. I'm actually staying with the combine to make sure there's no more glitches. Excuse me guys, still finding a little bit of a cold. The other thing I could have done is, you know, after I did that first wrap around or two, is just, man, you know, just can't cancel the headland wrap effect. But I want to go ahead and show that to you guys. That way you can see a little bit about course play and how it does work. It does help, but it does have its issues. It still needs a lot of work. But then again, you know, course play is provided to us to use for free of use. None of us has to pay. I do believe they do ask for donations if you want to donate to them. But for the most part, it is a free mod. You can get, download it, use it. Now he's already cleaned the corner, so he shouldn't have a problem here. I'm hoping. Now, if you look at the mini map, you notice I am currently on the combine, and they give it a blue CP dot. That way you know what it is. That is based on the type of function or setting that they're doing. Because, you know, we're doing field work, it's a blue dot. The trailer is the yellow dot. That's the combine empty. They have different color codes. I do not know them all, but it just helps you really identify where your tractors are, what they're doing. You know, because this tractor is currently moving, you know, they're giving us an arrow to tell us which way it's facing, which way it's going. As you can see, it's working pretty well. Now, something you may notice in the upper right corner, our money is actually not going down right now. That's because when you first come into a game, I don't know if y'all caught it or not, I was probably pretty quick and should have explained it to you, but it gives you the options with course play to either pay your workers or not to pay them. It's your choice on how you set that up, how you want that to work, and we did miss a little bit right there in that edge, so I'm going to fix it real quick, do it myself. Unfortunately, making that turn. I'm hoping the rest of it will fix itself now. Nearest waypoint. The other thing I can do is here on the tractors, oops, right, the settings, is show waypoints. Is you can actually leave the start and ending on. That's why it's showing me the little blue one right over here to the left, and there's one way down there in that back corner because that's the ending point. Is you can actually change these. See, without the cross points, that's a setting for it. That's where it's missing the high check marks. Show everything, and here's where you can actually see the entire route. And these, let me turn the camera. I called them an egg earlier because the very first time they came out with this, it was just literally a little round egg-looking, round, oval-shaped dot that they used. They have changed them to arrows that we can see which direction's which now and see what's going on. That's more for part of it's, I guess, for their programming, and two, that way we know which way it's supposed to be going. And we'll get into some of these other settings a little bit later. So we go back to play. Looks like he's running okay right now. We'll jump over here. One of the settings we can look at real quick is, if you notice looking at our tractor, it does not have what they call a beacon light. Normally a beacon on farm equipment is used when we're running down the roads, that way other cars can see them and spot them and, you know, not run into them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here on warning lights. It says beacon lights on the street. So I'm actually going to toggle that to beacon and hazard lights. That way, if nothing else, this guy will now activate his 4 ways when he's running. You can do beacon lights always, beacon and hazards, beacon lights on the street, and nothing at all. I'm actually, like I said, going to do the beacon and hazards. They're not on right now because he's actually doing field level work. He's not actually doing the road route. He'll do that in a bit. See, as you can see right now on the bottom corner, bottom side, he's saying what he's doing right now. He's driving by on the combine to get ready. As you see here, using our inspector mod, combine reached 54%. We have the arrow because I'm riding along with him, telling us which way he's going. Now, if there's ever a problem with course play, like it runs into something, it can't travel, it'll give us an error message in this lower corner right here. It's typically like blue for just a general warning message, like for something like, hey, we're done, we're complete, or a red is I'm stuck in traffic, I'm out of fuel, whatnot. We'll see those probably, I'm not sure if it'll be in this episode or not. It'll all depend on what we get down to. We should more than likely see the blue one. I'm hoping for no reds. And there he goes. Oh, go ahead and drop the fertilizer off. And while they finish that up, let's go for a little tour and see what else we can find out here. See if we can find any more of those little question marks and information. We'll go backwards this time. Head down to the biomass heating plant in that area. One thing I've thought about doing, and I may do it off camera or bring you guys along with me, is start checking out the prices of some of these fields right here. So real quickly, jump out of the tractor. Where's the dot? There's the dot. Press R. Field 23 is a 4.32 acre field, and they want $129,200 for it. Yeah, that's a pretty large field. We probably not ready for that. 25 looks about the same. Let's see here. 19 we own, no big deal. 20, not sure. It may be bigger or smaller than 19. Just looking around the map. Field 9, all the way up there, almost in the north edge. You got field 1, 2, then 9's down just below it. That looks physically on the map to be the smallest one. So that might be one of our cheaper maps we get to start on. NPO M30HA. Good question. I have no clue how to read that sign. Fuel sign, no left turns. Oh, one-way entry. We'll see if we can obey that. Gas station here, fire. Yeah, no question marks here. Well, oops, whoa. Couldn't jump the curve, guys. Oh, they put a question mark near some of these rain silo locations. That way you can, know what they're called and know the name of them. This one I'm not seeing, so we just have to go purely off of it. They probably didn't name them all. This is actually the mill itself. So that's something we can look at as we come into our, what they call the PDA screen now. We get the weather. Today's going to be a sunshine day, going to have cloudy for the next 2 days, another day of sunshine. Then on Saturday, the 4th game day, looks like we're going to have, or 4 game days from now, we're going to have some rain. Our current finances. And our storage / prices. So currently we have 26,000 wheat, 6,000 barley. Looking at the sale prices here. So bakery. The grain elevator, 344 for the wheat. Same. 356 for barley. Looks to be the same. the grain elevator and bakery, the mill where we're currently at, a lot cheaper prices. Ouch. Transport company, vegetable warehouse, village grain elevator. That one's low too. So it looks like right now for wheat and barley, it's the same no matter if we go to the bakery or if we go to the grain elevator. Where are those located? Let's find out where those are located at real quick. Okay, grain elevator is up there. Sorry, that the village grain elevator is up there just south of field 4. Just a little bit north of where we started at. And the grain elevator is almost all the way at the bottom. Well, it is at the bottom of the map there beside the field 34. So that's quite a bit of difference between the two locations. The mill where we're at, they said was cheap. Oh no, the village grain's also cheap. It's the bakery was the other one. That's up there pretty much almost in that village at beside field 5. So we'll have to pay attention where we're selling this stuff, guys, to get our best yield. Oop, there it is. The Roslamash across 595 plus number 1 has finished its work. Which it has. So we need to stop the combine, open the pipe. Now either I can call the trailer over here or I can simply drive over to him, either way. Go ahead and clear this course out. And again, I can do the same thing for this next field up ahead, field 19. But one thing I'm going to do different on it is I'm not actually going to use the headland. I'm going to actually turn it off. Now we can see the difference between using the headland versus not using the headland. And this time let's start in the northwest corner and go south. Again, we're doing 7. Oops. We're going to reduce 7 down to 6.5. That's just to make sure, you know, there's no overlap. I know it's a little overkill, but it's just a little safety thing. Again, start the first waypoint. Start driver. Start the head. And tell this guy to drive now. Even from the tractor, I know it's a little quick there, guys. You can always tell him to start driving this route. And this is something I've noticed. Even though I told it to start here, he always aims for this second marker. So when you're plotting your routes, you want to make sure that second marker is definitely in the clear. That way if he's got a turn or something, because that's typically exactly where they aim for. This time we get to actually see the tractor take his little route. As you can see, he closes the canopy. Oh, there's the 4-ways activated. Remember how I set that up, guys? Offloads into the silos. Down the ramp. And pretty much continues the route back to the starting point. I'm going to go ahead and interrupt him now. Because like I said, with all this stuff in the way, this telephone pole, the trees and stuff, it was hard to build one single route for both fields. So what I'll do, come out here like this, swing around like this. Clear his route. Let the combine go ahead and finish this little turnaround. Start recording and start driving the route. There's the second marker. Third marker. No problem doing a swing now. Again, just a simple, same basic thing, just up near the gas tank. That way he'll get fuel if he needs it. That's the cool thing about passing him the fuel, is if he does need fuel, he'll stop and grab it. If not, he'll just continue on up across the silage pit or the grain pit. Turn him back out. Bring him over here. And simply put him right here beside these bushes. That way he's out of the road and out of the way. And stop him. Label this. This is F19 to silo. If you can see right here, just going across a little couple of these controls. As you see, this is a course play control. This is the managed courses. These are the two courses I've made. Again, the settings, which combine is watching because I've already set it up, no big deal. The speed limits controls, settings, which different things you want. Any driver settings, which in this case we have none for this tractor and in this route. Down here in the different types of routes that can be programmed, you got the grain transport, which is to load the trailer and go empty it. You have the one that's right here. Let's see if we can get to show. Type combine, empty combine, and offload it. The overloader, which is you can set up an overload trailer, come out here and chase the combine, and come over here and dump it to a waiting trailer. The fertilize and seed route. This is to come out here and fertilize the field and then go actually reload seed, or vice versa. I think it goes and loads seed, then comes out here and does field work. The simple transport, like if you want to go from point A to point B. The field work, which is what the combine's doing. He's doing field work. The field work also has the ability that once it's finished, like say he got finished filling up, you could actually program an unload route for him. This one's grayed out because I'm not a combine. This is the manure transport routes, and this is for our bucket scoop. As you see, it says type fill and empty shovel, and this one said manure transporter. Go ahead and tell them to drive course, because obviously our combine should be getting pretty full. 50%. Go ahead and grab our other tractor. Well, we didn't see any new question marks in this little short trip we did, guys. I was hoping we would. Swing over here past this a little bit. See if anything jumps out at us. Not seeing anything. Because we had that field 14 already completely harvested. There's no reason not to go ahead and get this tractor back to work and get him up there and start cultivating that field out. Come on, tractor, you can do it. I did have a friend. He didn't say anything in the comments, but he did mention that he said there was a different type of fertilizer I could get. So let me get this guy cultivating. We can take a quick look and see if if they added a new fertilizer that I've missed. Sprayer, spreader, however you want to call them. Get the cultivator. There we go. Ooh, seems like it's kind of heavy on this tractor. I think this is the smaller of the two tractors we had. Now there's two options I could do with with this guy. Either I can actually just hire a hand like I did last time, Or I can also, again, you know, tell him, offset it a couple, and let's do 2.7. Start southwest, go north, and we'll see what he does now without using a headland. Oops, start at first point. There he goes. Now, as you can see, he is only doing 6 miles an hour. Is that the fastest he can go? Let's actually find out. Let's stop him for a second. Back him up. Then I'll hit the button. Yeah, it does look like 6 miles an hour is the fastest he'll go. So, go ahead and just put him back on course play. Let course play drive him. Again, it's like me driving, but then again, I'm actually not. It's a little, you can kind of consider it a little bit of cheat, but it's also just another way of getting it done. That way you can do multiple things at a time. And the truth is, using course play is it actually will use our fuel. If you notice here in our lower bottom right, this is our actually information about the tractor. You know, we're doing 60 miles an hour. He's got 81 liters of fuel. And he's currently got 0% loaded for his attachment because it's just a cultivator. It doesn't hold any like grain or something. But we move over here on this tractor because he's got the trailer on him. You can see it's 30% full of 4,519 canola. So that depends on the implement. Here down here you have the tractor. You know he has a back attachment on him. His current cruise control is set at 6. That's because course play will actually adjust his back speed as it's driving. Same thing here on the combine, but as you can see the front attachment is here in front of the tractor, it's not behind it. And his current fill level. So, okay, let's go take a look at this. It was fertilizer spreaders, I believe. Oh, there is the new kern vine. Okay, let's look at it. $10 a day maintenance, capacity 700. Working width is only a 12 meter. This is the one we have, $10 a day, so it's the same. Capacity 3,000. Working width 26 meters. Almost 3 times the cost, but then again it is 3 times the capacity. 12 versus 26, more than double the width. It's argument. I've already got this one, might as well stay with it. This one would have been cheaper to get early on and might actually do better in the turns. We'll have to look at that in the later. I just know right now selling this to get this is a hobby, losing some money. And I'm questioning this. I used to think this was 18, not 26. That number stuck in my head for some reason. Pull back here. And just simply back and forth, he'll cultivate the field. I do think the other tractor would probably do a little bit better because it is a bigger, stronger tractor. It could probably cultivate this easier than this little tractor's doing. And we can actually fix that too. Let's find out real quick. We'll go ahead and just go offload him manually ourselves real quick. everything's empty. Turn loose the trailer. Now I'm going to actually use this driver settings here, and I'm going to quickly copy the Zetter's route here. Stop driver. Pull him out of the way here. There's waypoint. Again, remember the Zetor was only over there was only doing 6 mile an hour max. Back him up, make sure we don't miss nothing. Drive course. Stop. Have to check the correct type of work. You can see he easily got to 10 mile an hour. Well, doesn't look like it's having a problem with the coming all the way to the edge. Oh, there you go, guys. You know, bigger tractor can get the job done a little bit better, and this guy's just, you know, he's just a little small. But he's able to do still stuff. Field 19 again. This time we'll have him watching the combine. Just switch their roles real quick. No big deal. Combine's almost done. He's plowing away. Or cultivating away. Go check out something. Been over and looked at the bridge before. I was going to see if there was another water crossing right here. Between fields 10 and 4, I believe it is. Yes, it is, 10 and 4. So, my character ain't bobbling. I don't think he's swimming. Maybe he is. This may be deeper than I think it is. We definitely don't have a road leading up to it and away from it, so you may not want to try that for a water crossing, guys. I know we found that one way down there. So run over here. Ooh, hello. Little inlet there cut in. It just adds roads looping down here underneath the bridge. Okay. Looks like maybe 2 more passes and this guy will be done. Okay. Check our settings. I just dawned on me I never changed these settings on this tractor. These settings are personal per tractor. And I had left pathfinding activated, so when he broke, oh, he didn't break 50% yet. He was just about to. Well, that's right on the edge. And we'll actually request the driver. Stop this guy and open the pipe manually. And there he comes. There's the offload. Well, doesn't look like we're going to get a full trailer load. Of canola at least. Okay. Tell him to send the driver home. Closing the pipe. See if we can park him back in here. This time without hitting the post. There we go. He's still cultivating away. Stop the driver, clear the course. Go ahead and put the trailer here this time, so the cultivator. Look at the seeder here. I'm guessing that the other tractor could probably do a better job with the seeder too, again because he is bigger, but why not go ahead and let this guy do it? At least we get two tractors working on the field at the same time, get the job done twice as fast. Okay, again, I'm going to pull right here. I like to rotate my crop, so we put barley on here last time. Let's go ahead and put thinking. And we'll just do canola again. And there we go. He's working. We got our cultivator working. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and actually finish the rest of this off screen. It's just going to be pretty much watching these two tractors go back and forth till we're done, you know, cultivating both fields and harvesting it. I'll decide also what to go ahead and plant on that other field. It'll either be wheat or barley, because we already had canola on it. More than likely barley itself, because we're lower on our barley value. You know, we got 26,000 wheat, but we only got 15,000 barley. So I'll probably go ahead and put barley over there this time. Just trying to, you know, increase in both of our loads, and we'll keep crossing our fingers and hope for a great demand very soon. This has been Farming Simulator 15 Gold Edition with me, Blue Star. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Don't forget to hit the like, the share buttons, guys. Help me grow the channel out. And leave a comment. Let me know what your opinions are. You know, what you think we need to be working at. You know, maybe we'll dig out a chainsaw and get a tractor and see if we can do a little bit of forestry work. I haven't seen a real major tree that's in the way. I normally don't do forestry work unless, you know, I have a tree dead directly in my path and it's really messing up stuff. We'll look at it. Again, Blue Star, Farming Simulator 15 Gold Edition, guys. Hit the like, share buttons, and I'll catch you around next time. Take care and see you next time. Bye.